Here we go. So, Jimmy, we have some listeners who, for one reason or another, require our help and advice with their lives.
I can't imagine anyone listening to this doesn't have problems. I can't imagine.
We capitalise.
Sure.
And on top of that, we're also going to share with you a feature. Before we get into the advice bit, on our Patreon, which if anyone is a huge fan of this podcast and hasn't signed up yet, patreon.com/haveawaypod.
We mention it. We mention it a few times. You will have heard about it.
And I don't view it. I'm not looking down on the Patreon thing. I don't view it as you guys begging.
It's a great value deal, Jimmy.
I don't even know why I said that. I just to get some good shit.
One of the best deals in UK comedy. Thank you.
Next episode,
you're going to sign up to Patreon, or maybe just give a homeless guy money for tea. It's the same. It's the same. It's two different types of people begging. Begging is begging. If you want to encourage this, I guess maybe they could go out and make money for themselves, or maybe you could just support them.
Fuck that. I want a Lamborghini.
Please get on Patreon, and if you can, give a Lamborghini
every month.
Okay. Go ahead.
On our Patreon exclusive episodes, we've been doing a feature where people can write in their confessions to us in a Catholic style.
Sure. I thought about being a priest when I was a kid. I was Catholic, brought up Catholic, and had a proper faith until I was in my sort of early 20s. But fundamentally, the priesthood wasn't for me because I never found kids that attractive.
Still?
I think the opposite of a priest is a comic, actually.
It's interesting, isn't it? It's the same.
I don't know. They perform. They perform one-man shows every Sunday.
You look at Bill Hicks. Yeah, but they're no better than you, are they? They're just passing a hat round at the end. They're no better than you two fuckers on Patreon. People pay to see me. They don't fucking make a contribution on the way out. But that thing of that, I do think there's something about some great comics that are preachers. Like Bill Hicks was, you know, father was a preacher. Like that thing of like, there's something about it it's not dissimilar. Go ahead. What do we got then? Confessions.
So people have sent us a couple of confessions, and it's our job to either absolve them of their sins or
give them a punishment.
Give them a bit of a punishment.
Got it.
Jermaine penance.
No problem at all.
Penance.
So, wag lids. Hope you guys are keeping well on that side of the world. Got a quick confession, and hoping my reasoning will mean I have no penance to pay. Here we go. So to cut a long story short, my mum got a new bloke who was a bit of a cunt. And shortly after my parents sold the family home, I moved in with mum and said man. He was a proper tosser for about 2 years before I moved in with my missus in Australia. But the night before I left for the airport, I decided to use this wanker's toothbrush as a bumhole and nutsack scratcher. If anything, I think I'd done him a favour. My nuts smell better than his breath, that's for sure. Do you think I deserve some punishment, or was what I did okay? All the best from Anonymous.
Okay, I mean, here's my issue with this motherfucker.
Could you get the mic close to you, Jimmy? Sorry.
Okay, so a couple of issues. I don't like the term stepdad. I prefer to say motherfucker. I think referring to a stepdad as motherfucker at every opportunity, and also always pronouncing it motherfucker, is always funny. Here's the issue with that, right? You've not really thought about the consequence. So you've got the guy's toothbrush, and you've rubbed it on your nutsack and your anus, and this is the guy your mother kisses. Motherfucker, you just got a virtual rim job from your mum. I think the penance might be you just have to live with that.
You've already done your penance.
Yeah, virtual rim job from your mum. Congratulations.
Your penance is you have to give your mum a kiss at Christmas.
The circle of life. Oh, I couldn't even say it.
The circle of life is what I call that guy's anus.
God.
It's not great. I mean, that's a hell of a confession to make, though. I never really got that thing of the revenge of sticking a toothbrush up your... I mean, I don't know. Mate, have you ever done that? Is that
shoved a toothbrush up your arse to get revenge? No, but I can totally see that.
It's not up the arse. It's not up the arse. It's just a gentle... I mean, you don't literally disappear it up your arse.
No, I killed two birds
that
with one
was the
stone.
old joke, wasn't it? We got a toilet brush. I didn't like it. I've gone back to paper. That's as old as the hills, that one, isn't it?
No, if you're gonna put a toothbrush near there, you might as well clean yourself at the same time.
No.
You'd inside.
You've got to be able to put it back without it. You know, you don't. Let's not get too graphic.
Yeah,
too graphic.
It's just a little.
I know someone who spat in someone's mayonnaise.
Spat in someone's mayonnaise. That's a euphemism, right? Wow.
I
spat in her mayonnaise. I don't mind telling you. Wow, that sounds filthy, doesn't it?
It wasn't. Well, it was, but not.
Yeah, like spitting in someone's drink or whatever. You kind of go, it's gross. And you go, yeah, it's spit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. When people are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you," it's just fine. It's not that bad.
Next time we have a drink, a lockdown lock-in, I'm spitting in every drink you make.
Not you. If I use my wife's toothbrush, she's fucking appalled.
Oh no, that's fine because you're
That's
doing.
a weird thing, isn't it? When your other half goes, you use my toothbrush, and you go, yeah, but I mean, but
we do lots of things.
We just did the bad thing. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah. She gets really touchy about that.
Not with me.
No? She's all right with you?
Yeah, she's fine with me, yeah. Go ahead. What, we got another one? We got another confession?
We absolutely have. So it says...
That guy's just got it.
By the way, you've already done the penance.
Yeah, your penance is your mum knows what your arsehole tastes like. Hi, Lids. Anonymous, please.
Lovely turn of phrase. Clip that one off for socials.
She knows.
Make sure we get Jimmy's face right now. Hey, what the fuck have I agreed to?
About 10 years ago, I was 27 and I went to a friend's wedding in Thailand. Being a destination wedding, it was a pretty small do, 30 to 40 people. I didn't know loads there, but my best mate came with me and we shared a hotel room. It was a great day, and the bride and groom went off to the honeymoon suite, and a few of us went out to a club in town. I went. I spotted a lad in the group who, to be honest, I don't really remember from the day, but we ended up sharing a taxi home, started kissing, and found out it was the bride's cousin. We go back to the beach for a walk, and things get a bit frisky. I click into gear and go, I'm not shagging this lad on a Thai beach. Let's go back to yours. We went back, we get to the door, and he said I had to be quiet because his parents were in the apartment as well. I thought to myself, how old is this lad? I was pissed and I wanted sex. I asked him and he said he was 18. I thought, sound, that's okay. After sex, because I absolutely did not want to wake up in the morning to his parents, tiptoes out, went home, didn't wake my friend up, I'd got away with it. I lived in Australia at the time and flew home the following afternoon. About a week later, I get a call from the bride who had gone back to England after the wedding. She said her 16-year-old cousin had been telling all his friends that he had slept with one of the bridesmaids, and he was bragging about it to all of his mates and everyone at the party. The little shit had lied about his age. She asked me if it was true, and I pulled out my best acting and denied everything. In fact, I got fake upset on the phone for full impact, and she believed me. She apologized for asking me when deep down, and said deep down she knew I would never do something like that. She told her cousin that he was a fantasist, and she put him in his place and said to stop spreading lies and rumours about me. To this day, I fully got away with shagging a 16-year-old and his friends. I fully got away with shagging a 16-year-old, and his friends and fam think he's a massive liar. I've never told a single soul this secret, not even my best mate. Do I deserve to be absolved, or is there some penance due?
So, can I ask Adam, how was it? How was this? I'm sorry I didn't believe you when you said you fucked a bridesmaid in Thailand. But I mean, it sounds like it is true. I mean, if the shoe was on the other foot, if that was a dude emailing us, we'd be onto social services right now in the police. It sounds deeply suspect.
It does.
The worst things have happened in Thailand. Much worse. Worst things happened in Thailand that night.
Mate, there are Thai listeners going, you fucked a 16-year-old. Whatever. That's not even noteworthy.
That's in.
What do you mean, a veteran?
That's in a 16-year-old time. That's in the brochure. We advertise that. I had a joke years ago about because apparently the rudest thing you can do, different cultures have different traditions, and I had a joke about how the rudest thing you can do in Thailand is show someone the soles of your feet. But I've got a mate that went to Thailand, and I can assure you, you can do much ruder things than that. He shat on a hooker's chest for a tenner.
But he kept his shoes on.
It's morally, it's questionable, right? So you would say it's a morally questionable thing. 16, it's legal. I mean, Dimitri Martin had the definitive joke about this. You know Dimitri?
Yeah.
Great American comic. And he had a great joke about how, because there was a kid in America that slept with this super hot teacher. His teacher in her like mid-20s, and slept with his kid who was like 15, and the kid died. He got high-fived to death. Dimitri's a beast. It's the best jokes.
I don't think the thing here. So because he lied, right?
About his age.
About his age. He was at a wedding. They've been to a club. They've all had a drink, right? I don't think...
We've all had a drink. Feels like that's peak scouse again.
We've all had a bevy. Come on. We've all shagged a 16-year-old.
She was out of uniform.
But here's the thing. She's shagged someone of 16. I think the age of consent has changed. I think it's changed the last couple of years. I don't think it's the same.
Yeah.
I think like it used to be.
Jimmy, you've got to just clarify quickly.
No, because
it hasn't changed.
It has though, right? The age of consent used to be 16 and it isn't anymore because if you slept with a 16-year-old now, they'd go, yeah, but you groomed them.
Yeah.
They'd say, well, you groomed them and it's still not okay. I think the age of consent is now effectively 18.
Yeah, you're allowed to sleep with them at 16 as long as the parents give permission.
Well, I mean, that's a whole different... That wasn't the case. It's definitely moved.
It's an awkward conversation to have with a dad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
No, you fucking idiot.
Oh, it is, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
It does feel
It feels right,
It
yeah.
feels like morally it has moved a little bit. Like at the time, this might have been a great japes 10 years ago. We might have gone, well, I guess 16. And you sort of think Joe Rogan has a great piece of material on this. You know Joe's bit on this?
No.
Where he says you can definitely a teacher can sleep. A male teacher can sleep with a female pupil, and it can be a sexual assault. But all a female teacher can do to a 16-year-old boy is let him fuck her. Is his rationale on the whole thing. I'm not sure where I stand on that, but I think she's got. I don't know what her penance should be.
What would you have done differently?
I don't think she can do anything differently. She was lied to. I think
She's the victim.
I think
No,
if anything,
she wasn't. Whoa. She was lied to.
Yeah.
No. If ever you have to say to someone, how old are you? Don't fuck them. There's the rule. I mean, if ever, don't fuck them. Even if they produce photo ID, the fact that you're IDing someone should tell you, don't fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That should be the thing. It's the asking is the thing. The asking
parents,
should be the
yeah.
shutters come down.
The parents in the apartment was the next layer of that. How old are you? And who's in this apartment? Mum and dad.
I don't want to wake your mum and dad, but you're definitely of age. We should definitely be doing this.
Yeah.
We should definitely be doing this. So
I disagree
yeah.
with both of you. I
It's
think
nice to get a letter from a female pedo, though, isn't it? It feels like we kind of mix things up.
I've never had one.
They're not as bad, are they? Female pedos are never as bad.
Fidos.
You never see it on Paedophile Hunter.
I wonder what her.
No, you don't.
You know, like a woman
Stinson
called
Hunter.
Becky comes in going, fucking hell.
Yeah.
God, her ass for
Ruined my
18.
holiday.
That's a gag from my. I'm doing that. It's a pretty good gag.
Go on.
Oh, I don't like. You know when people's profile photos don't match what they look like?
Yeah.
She said she was a 16-year-old girl, not a middle-aged policeman. I'll be honest, the sex was disappointing. He took down my particulars and I came quietly. We got jokes. If you need jokes, we got jokes. Now,
This
what's the
episode has
penance?
had more actual jokes in it than
What-
any other
yeah.
episode.
What? Well, you booked me, baby. What should the penance be for this?
So
Well, not youth work.
I think the problem is that she has pulled the and lied and said it didn't happen. That's the problem.
You pot calling kettle black motherfucker. That's exactly what you die with the lie. You know full well.
Yeah, and I deserve to be punished for that.
All right, okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm above what she's done, but what I'm saying is what she's done.
all right.
I've done plenty of things wrong in my life.
I would say the lie is not the huge problem here. It's more the fucking the kid.
Yeah.
More the fucking the kid is the issue.
I disagree.
If he was 15, it's a different chat.
I think it's the fact she's lied, and like this lad is being gaslit by all his family now into believing he's made it up.
Yeah, but he knows he shagged her.
He doesn't. He'll be questioning it.
You're not questioning that. He's not questioning that. He's
not like, did I imagine the stretch marks? No, I don't think he's that.
16. He's fine. He can smell his own finger. He knows what's happening.
Years later, he hasn't watched it. He's like, no. I'm right. I'm still right.
I still smell of Thailand.
He still can't eat a pad thai. I don't know what we do with this lady. I mean, so she's in Australia now.
Get her details. She sounds great. She sounds great.
You want to go for a drink with her?
I'm too old for her, but
I think most people are too old for it. We've got any younger listeners, we'll put you in touch. Yeah, I don't know. So what's she... What are we going to do with her?
So, for example, very recently we got a confession in. Someone, when he was younger, he fucked the packet that a multi-pack of Lucozade comes in. And the penance we gave...
Not just like in the shop. He worked there and he took it from the stockroom into the employee's bathroom and had sex with it against the wall.
He was a horny little 15-year-old.
He'd never had sex.
He was confused why he couldn't finish.
Yeah, okay. I mean, Lucozade.
So maybe we should get that guy to in contact with this woman. What about that? Let's make some connections. Let's get Lucozade Boy this woman's email. Because I think he will travel to Australia.
Is there at any defence the guy lied about his age? Is there any defence at all?
No, not legally.
No, anyway, but in the moral, in the have a word, you think it is a defence that he went.
He lied. He lied. He was in an adult situation. His parents had let him be in. As far as I'm concerned, that's his parents giving consent for him to fuck whoever he wants. And he's 16, which is technically legal. And he loved it.
Well, I can tell you, Odin, you failed your audition as the new Jeremy Kyle. we're not going to be using
I'd be
you.
a fucking great new Jeremy Kyle. I'd just be like, do you know what? Yous both are doing my fucking head in. You just need to sort your attitude out. Fuck off. Yo, Graham, I've got this.
That'd be a shit show, that wouldn't it? He's all just fuck off. Yeah. Next, you can fuck off as well.
There's a slight irony as well in the you need to sort your attitude out. Fuck off. Okay.
If he's cheating on you, then maybe you need to be doing something more for him at home. And you need to stop cheating on here. There you go. Episode 2 done. Out the studio.
Yeah.
Just imagine 2 people here. No one... You didn't miss a bit. That was just nonsense. I don't know what that woman's got to do. I think she needs to go back to Thailand as her penance. Go back to Thailand and fuck an old dude. And then on aggregate,
away goals.
We will think, it's away goals. She's got to fuck someone in their 60s.
Yeah, but that's not what they're there for. Old guys in the 60s in Thailand.
Yeah, but
when you're a sex tourist,
you know what we're doing? You know what we're doing though? She go back to Thailand, fuck a guy in his 60s that's clearly a sexual tourist, and she's taking one for the team.
Absolved. There you go. That's the penance.
Go.
There you go. Ito tamane patre.
I didn't know you couldn't sing. Okay, more confessions.
We are done for confessions, but we do have... Oh, hang on. No, I've got one more. I've got one more confession.
Are we doing have a confession today, not have a word?
We've got a bit of time.
Oh, we've got a
Roll
bit
with
of
it,
time,
babe.
sorry.
We'll do one more.
Are you liking the confessions,
I'm
Jim?
liking the whole show.
So, hello, fellas. I have a confession to make. A few years ago, this is a bit of a brutal one, this. A few years ago, my housemate came back from a night out covered in bruises, a busted lip, and as we later found out, 2 broken ribs. He told me he'd been assaulted for no reason by a lad we went to university with. The lad in question is from Nottingham, and we all went to Nottingham Trent Uni, so he was out with his mates from home. The lad who'd been assaulted didn't recognise the other lads from uni. Anyway, I was a witness in court on a GBH charge, and I said I was there and saw the guy from uni do it. This obviously isn't true. I was in the flat all night, and I didn't want the guy to get away with what he did to my mate in a he said, she said scenario. The lad got 6 months in prison, and he was released after 2. Here's the thing, this was the first year of uni, and I didn't know my housemate particularly well. Since then, I've been on plenty of nights out with him, and as soon as he's had a drink, he's a trouble-causing dickhead. He's a dickhead. I've also seen him tell barefaced lies about things he's done that make him look bad. Like when he crashed his car into a parked one and told the driver of the parked car he'd seen who done it and gave them a fake number plate. He's a trouble-causing liar. Did I essentially get a lad convicted for standing his ground? Should I have ever lied in court? Am I absolved or
Lied
what?
in court?
I mean, we prefer female paedophiles with confessions, to be honest.
I mean, this feels like a more serious... Because the police are involved. That guy's got a criminal record now.
Yeah.
And had to do, 2 months in prison? Mm-hmm. I mean, 2 months in prison is... I mean, listen, I would not last 2 months in prison. That sounds brutal to me. I don't know. I think...
What would be your tactic to survive in prison?
My tactic in prison.
Yeah, day one.
Day one.
Yeah,
I would give the best blowjob. I would be next level. Don't neglect the balls. That's the key. to a successful life in prison. I don't know. I mean, listen, I think I would warm up their toothbrush. That's important. That's what we've learned today.
With your asshole.
I think I'd be all right. I'd be a funny fucker. So
same
here's
as
the thing with this, right?
You've been doing new stuff in the fucking canteen.
Yeah, this guy. Here's one for you. Come on, everyone. You ever noticed how the screws? This one seems like I don't know what the punishment is for lying in court. I presume it's contempt of court. They take that very, very seriously.
Perjury, yeah.
But I think it's perjury. That's so. What they should do is write a letter to the court and say I lied in court and get the guy. And get the guy off and go and do the time.
Yeah, you're going to do the 2 months while he gets his criminal record expunged, essentially.
Well, the criminal record needs to be expunged because...
But we don't know that he didn't do it. Now. We don't know that he didn't do it. All we know is his mate's an arsehole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even
so the start of the email, so they come back from a night out,
it feels
and
like
he was like, I've been beaten up by one of these guys.
For no reason.
And as their friendship develops, he's like, oh, hang on. Why would you just, early in a friendship, if someone comes back and goes, I got beaten up, you need to basically lie for me in court, I'd be like, I just want to get through Freshers Week.
Never mind.
What are you talking about?
Never mind at the beginning of a friendship. If your best friend comes along and goes, I got beaten up by a strange man for no reason, I need you to lie in court. You go, right, you had me up until lied in court, and now
I'd lie in
I'm
court
out.
for him. I'd lie in court for him.
Yeah, I'd probably lie in court for you as well.
Yeah.
I haven't, if this is used as evidence.
Can I speak on behalf of the jury and say I think you definitely were both involved? Whatever, just the accent is making me suspicious. But that thing of going, I don't know what that guy, it depends. I mean, if the guy was, I don't know, studying graphic design, maybe it doesn't matter a fuck. But you have to find out because if that guy was studying law and he's got a conviction, then he's toast.
Yeah.
Is that thing where you go, well, that's...
Ruined his life.
His life's ruined.
Never gets to go to America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're out.
Yeah. What if he was studying going to America? Fucked.
Yeah.
What if he was studying what?
Going to America. It's the sequel to Coming to America that we've misremembered.
Yeah.
Even with Eddie Murphy behind you in the shot.
I know media studies is bullshit, but that is a stretch. What are you studying? Going to America.
What's his penance?
I don't know. Well, I think the penance might be
2 months in prison.
2 months in prison, yeah. 2 months hard
Just
time.
go to prison
I think
for
you've got
2
to find
months.
out. The guy's penance is he's got to find out who's the guy that was convicted and find out did it affect his life. That's the penance, right? You've got to go and do a bit of investigating and then go, do I need to do the right thing and go, I was under duress and you write a letter. I don't think they're going to punish you harshly. That might be the thing.
Offer to lie for the guy you lied against. Give him a one free
Keep
pass.
lying. Keep lying.
Keep lying.
Another
Build a lie on
the rest
another
of your
lie. That's the way forward.
Another lie.
Yeah, lad, I lied
And he
about you.
fucked a 16-year-old. And another layer.
Or suck him off.
I don't know who gets. So he got beaten up. A split lip, couple of bruises, broken ribs. Do you? What's the level of injury at which we're pressing charges? We're going to the police.
I think broken bones is where I'd draw. Having said that,
think?
I got battered in town once and they broke my shoulder, and I just never did anything about it.
Yeah, I got beaten up a couple of times and just went ah.
Yeah.
But the hassle of it just seemed like too much bother.
Yeah, I've got to find the people, make out that what.
I think if it was racially motivated, then I'd press charges.
Yeah, okay. If
someone beat you up for being white.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I've just got to, what's right is right, guys. So
A hate crime, essentially.
You're
if I get-
victims of many hate crimes in Chester.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I live in Chester. I live in a village just outside Chester that is 99.9% white, apart from the pharmacist. But if he ever attacks me over a prescription, I'm going to court.
Well, I'm glad we've saw. Is this another confession? It feels like something has happened.
Oh, right. Your penance is find the guy, tell him what you did, and do whatever he wants you to do.
Fuck that! That guy is deleting this email, stopping this episode and going, kiss my hair.
I think he's got to find the guy and see what effect it had. And if it's no harm, no foul, if the guy had to do 2 months and he maybe beat someone up, but it didn't ruin his life, then I think.
Because he did beat them. Well, someone beat this fella up.
I know. And let's remember, they're at Nottingham Trent, so things can't be going that well, can they?
Yeah, we've not lost the best and the brightest.
We've not lost
have
a doctor here.
we? Yeah. What do they study in Nottingham Trent?
Going to
Is it
America.
one of those ones that it used
Not
to
the
be?
proper ones.
It didn't used to be a polytechnic. I think it used to be a 24-hour garage.
Yeah.
I got a delivery of books one day
Yeah.
and fucking went with it.
We want to have magazines. They'll do.
I got a 2-1 from Esso.
Here's your penance, lad. Find out what happened and help him. Right. Oh, God.